Another day, another Mon guide, this time guide for the raid. So from previous season, not much change. What changed is our mana regeneration, but we have mana tea, and mana tea is absolutely a huge supply, and we still have a lot of mana to use with my monks, or our monks rather, not only mine. And other things what change, we are not healing as many targets, but we are healing less targets, but more. But if you be healing on full, that new enemies will jump on new ones, so it's not as much an issue. It still feels the same healing than before, and also we have addition of essence font, what we didn't use before. Now it goes 40% buff healing and we actually use that ability. So what's mainly changing? We are drinking our tea much more because we need more mana. Our new stats don't really change our gameplay, and we are adding the essence font. Otherwise, it's most of the things from previous season are still fits. So let's start about strats. Don't take example from mine because I'm regearing myself as new season, so I'm prioritizing item level. But your best stat is haste, so absolutely focus first on haste. Second one is critical strike, and then big break, big gap, because we want to have everything for haste and critical. But if we cannot, then should be versatility. Mastery should be as low as possible. So haste is the best, critical strike second best, big gap, then versatility, and mastery. If you could have zero mastery, perfect. But of course we have some set bonuses, but there will be definitely some master and stuff like that. So yeah, let's move on. Now about talents, if you want these talents, the import string will be in description under the video. Not many variables here, most people are playing always the same, and it's just holding in almost every boss. There's very little differences what you need to change, so it doesn't really matter if there's a learning class, just play the same everywhere. And now we have additions to upwelling, that means it's buffing our essence font and it's healing a lot, and we're always casting with it. We no longer use 2 stack of focus tea because we're using our thunder focus tea with the essence font, and it's exactly the same cooldown. So that's a little change over here. We don't even use any elixir because it should be always full in the raid, right? You're never dropping under 40% of health, right? Of course, when it's needed, then you will switch something there, something from Cocoon side, but Cocoon empowered with 150% is just huge. Let's go about gameplay. So our topmost priority is always keep ready your nice jade serpent statue. It's not disappearing when you pull the boss, so prepare it before you pull the boss. You can even place this straight under the boss, it's not pulling. So it's alright, just place it right under the boss feet and we'll be there. So this is what we should prepare before the combat. Of course, when we are moving a lot and there is a huge room, then we need to replace it. When we are moving to a new location, is out of our range. It's healing about 50 yards, it's not exactly saying what is the range of the statue, but it should be about 50 yards. I was trying, it's more than 40 and I think it's less than 60, so somewhere around that. There is no number exactly its range, but about 50 yards. With statue prepared, we are spreading renewing mist on the targets. They're also jumping on new targets when there are healing targets that is full health. So it's very nice. They are always focusing somebody who need to priority heals. So they are usually not over healing. With the renewing mist being our first priority in the combat, our second priority is to use our rising sun kick to just extend every hot that is on the raid. It's always good to use it. It's even spreading additional renewing mist when you kick it. It's hard to see now. It jumps somewhere else. Here it is. So it's also spawning new renewing mist and it's extending the duration of our HUD, so absolutely massive. Use it as much as possible. Then we have our new trick. It's Essence Font. So we're playing Unwelling Talent, and our talent is increasing duration of our Essence Font cast, and it's charging slowly. So maximum is 18 stacks. That means it's charging for 18 seconds, and duration of that, duration of cooldown of Essence Font is 12 seconds. That means from use it to have 12-second cooldown, then 18 seconds recharge is 30 seconds. And guess which ability is 30 seconds too? Thunder Focus Tea. So now we are no longer using Thunder Focus Tea with 2 stacks, just 1 stack, and we are always using with Essence Font. Now it's always together. Thunder Focus Tea is off global cooldown, so we can use it at the same time, so we can even do macro. I think I will do one macro that will cast Thunder Focus Tea and then Essence Font. So just 1 click for them all, because you always use it together and only together. And that is healing massive AoE. Alright, now we have statue placed, we have renewing mist spread, we are kicking to extend our duration, our essence font is used, then we are going to use our short cooldown, Yulon, And Yulon should be always used with Shellon's Gift, and now we are playing also Shellon's Gift in the raid. That's also quite new. Most important part of Shellon's Gift is actually getting buff from Shadow's Lessons. So the buff is, with full charges, is up to 30 seconds, so it's 1 charge to 3 seconds. And we want to always use it with Yulon, or rather before we are casting Yulon. It's various buffs, but no matter which one, it's always increasing your healing, so it's always worth it, it's always helping you, always buffing your heal. So we're casting Shellon's Gift, then we will follow with Yulon. Doesn't matter how many stacks you have Shellon's Gift, you just cast it together. You will just have shorter buff, it's alright. You just wanted buff during Yulon. And when you cast Yulon, 5 targets will get shield. That's nice stuff. And more active part, when you're casting Renew Mist, Yulon is spitting on 5 targets and is spreading Alchemist and Enveloping Breath, it's called. So when Yulon is out, you want to cast about 4 when it's 20 rate, when it's higher rate 5 to 6 times. So you spread Enveloping Mist, sorry, Enveloping Breath is so similar. Enveloping Breath to whole rate because it's 5 targets per one cast. So we want to cast it at least 4 targets when it's 4 times when it's 20 rate, when it's 30 rate, 6 times, just about 5 times. You don't need to spam the whole duration, it's usually wasted. Or rather, it's not that much worth it because you also want to follow it with Kick to extend everything you just put up. So you can extend, of course, Enveloping Mist on its own, and Enveloping Mist is also spawning Renewing Mist. When you cast Enveloping Mist or you use Sunrising Kick, you will get a new cast of Enveloping Mist. It's from Rapid Diffusion over here. When you use that abilities, you have 6 seconds on any ally within 40 yards. So you want to follow it Sunrising Kick to extend the duration of your HUDs. That's another reason we don't want to spam 10 Enveloping Mist at the same time. And the second reason is we have now extended our Renewing Mist, and we can just follow spamming by Shooting Mist and Vivify. So we are keeping our Renewing Mist spread and we are extending it. Now we blasted our Yulon, then we need to heal even more. Now we are getting to our main part of healing, or main. This is the thing we're doing the most time in the raid, and that's targeting someone with Shooting Mist and spamming Vivify. Every Vivify that will cast during Shooting Mist is giving our stack of Cloudless Focus, that is decreasing mana cost by 15%, effectiveness of Vivify by 15%. Its maximum stack is 2 stacks. It was 3 before and it was not 15 per stack, but it was 20, so it was also nerf a huge part. So that's another reason we are using much more mana than before, but hey, we still have mana T, so we are blasting. Priority target for Shooting Mist, of course we Vivify need to cast on same target, so we are healing that target a lot. So primary target is somebody, of course, with lowest health, or somebody just getting more damage than others. If nobody like that exists, then we are targeting somebody who got the Chi Harmony. That's our buff from 4 pieces, from our set pieces. And I don't have it yet, but 20% of all healing done to targets with Chi Harmony is stored and then dispersed evenly among your allies with Renew Mist when it's phased. So that's why we want to target somebody who got Chi Harmony, because when we are healing that target, we are overhealing usually, because after 2 or 3 clicks, target is full. But you can click it 6 times, usually, that depends on haze, of course. Definitely heal somebody to full, and then you're overhealing. But that overheal can be stored in Chi Harmony, then will be reassigned or spread through targets and you missed. So that's another target. If you don't have somebody who is just dying and it's good to overheal, then choose target with Chi Harmony. Then on the end we have Chi Burst. Chi Burst is not healing much, but hey, it's costing exactly 0 mana. You just have cooldown. So there is no reason to not use it, instead of just some kicking damage for 14,000, some 13,000. It doesn't matter that much. So we just cast it, it will heal a little, and it's completely free, so there's no reason to not use it. Now let's talk about some cooldowns I left behind. Of course I talked about the Shellon's Gift, I talked about the Yulon already. Now let's talk about more. Life Cocoon is a huge single target shield. Mainly we are getting stacks of Calming Coalescence, and the stacks are increasing our Life Cocoon by a lot. Now this one is 600,000, or rather this is default. When I put it, maybe you can see exactly how much it is. Bam, 1.5 million when you have full. You can click and do 1.5 million absorb on the target. So that's absolutely massive. So we are stacking our Cocoon when we are casting our Shooting Mist. Also our Jet Serpent is casting Shooting Mist, so the stacks are double. As you can see, I cast it second time and it's already almost full, so it's really stacking fast, and you should have maximum stack until you cast it second time. So what is our primary target for that? Somebody who is about to die, to save him, somebody who is taking more damage than others, or just anybody when everybody is taking huge damage. If you just want pallet numbers and heal per second, just use it on tank. Or maybe nobody is dying for a while, just put it on tank, it will get used. Tank will be, I don't know, confused why he's not dying for a few seconds, but you will have lives health per second. So yeah, good thing to use. Then our big rate healing cooldown is revival or restoral, depend if you want to dispel magic or not dispel damage. Magic. Dispel damage would be nice. That's basically only difference, just one can dispel magic, other ones can't. This can be cast by stun, but we don't care about that. And its healing is instant, so somebody dropped, well, whole raid will drop. All the healers are just starting to click cooldowns, ooh, I'm starting casting Triangulity, him or whatever they are playing, and you just click the button, heal them to full, and you can laugh with your health per second, they over healing with the huge raid cooldowns. So yeah, nice, huge, instant whole raid heal. Then we got Mana Tea. Mana Tea is absolutely huge in this season. The previous season they added it, but we had already huge set bonuses on our health, so it was absolutely not an issue. Oh, health, sorry. Massive set bonuses for our mana, so it was absolutely no issue to have full mana the whole time, because it was regenerating so much. They absolutely try to increase our mana cost, they decrease our buffs for our mana cost and stuff like that, but doesn't matter that much because we still have a lot of mana, and how we are doing it is through Mana Tea. Getting some mana from the tea, of course, is nice, but the best part of that, when you drink Mana Tea, we are getting 50% reduced cost of everything, absolutely everything. That means not only we are drinking Mana Tea for mana, but we are drinking Mana Tea for mana reduction for next abilities, and as usual, even saving more mana than actually drinking that mana, or rather, giving you more mana is in potential mana you didn't use. So we want to time Mana Tea mostly in this tree situation. Of course, anytime it's good when you have a lot of stacks, that's good for you. But we are casting Essence Font is costing 18,000, so making 9,000 is nice. You can drink just 2 stacks, you just quick sip and then instantly casting it. Another situation for Mana Tea is when we are using our Invoke Yulon, so we drink Mana Tea, then we are blasting Shelun's Gift, the Invoke Yulon Serpent, and then we are casting Enveloping Mist. Of course, Yulon Serpent is reducing mana cost of our Enveloping Mist by 50%, but why not reduce it by 75% when we are spamming Enveloping Mist? What is costing 5 out of mana is 12,000. So definitely worth it, because when we are clicking Yulon Serpent, we are just spamming heavy cost abilities. So even less cost is best, and we still need to drink mana somewhere. So is another situation when to use it. The third one is when we are spamming Soothing Mist and Vivifies. Now we are not getting reduced mana as much, so we need to make it a little bit cheaper. So also take sip of like 5 stacks, that should be enough to finish your whole casting. It's 6.4 seconds, so a little bit more than 5 stacks. Like 10 stacks before Euron, 8 stacks before spamming Vivify, a little bit less, a little more, you will see how much stacks you actually have. How much you're utilizing, of course, more when you have more, to not overcap it to 20, because holding it at 20 is absolutely useless. You want to sip mana, because have full mana and have 20 stacks of Mana Tea, you're probably not healing much, so that shouldn't happen. A little bit trick on the end that most people don't even know it exists, they just have it talented and not using. When you use Transcendence, and after you teleport, you can reactivate it for 10 seconds, but we cannot, well, we don't want to. And for 10 seconds, our Revivify is increased by 25% and mana cost refunded by 50%, but only when casting on us. So this is reduced only for Vivify, not other spells, and only when we are casting on yourself. So you can just use it to jump. It's every 30 seconds cooldown, or 45, sorry. It's 10 seconds duration. You will just keep blasting on yourself, and you will be just using 50% less mana. So think about that. Yeah, so that will be all. If you want this exactly same guide on text form, you can check it on my Discord. Link is in the description. And think about liking video, subscribing to me, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.